In the next few lessons, I will go over the very basics of HTML. You might find it useful to save the whole playlist and then go through it in sequence, otherwise it might seem a bit disjointed. First of all, we create the doc type. Then we have the HTML tags. The closing tags have a slash, so as soon as you hit the slash, it completes the tag for you, so that's kind of good. Now we're going to put some stuff in the closing tag now, in the HTML tag. So we have head tag, and then we're going to have body tags. Now you've basically got what you need to build a very, very basic website here. You can do footers, you can do all sorts of other stuff, but let's just keep it basic for now. So you must have your HTML tags. Your head tags, you don't really need them to make the website, but we can put those in because we're just doing things basic right now. Yeah, just so you can learn HTML. So inside the body tags, which is going to be like your main area, you can put things like P, which is for paragraph. So then you would type your text in here. You don't need to put them in. So these are some basic tags. Now we have to save this. When we save it, we want to make sure that it has .html at the end of it, because it's a HTML5. You will also need to make sure that it is saved to your web folder that you created earlier. And there is the code. So if I just pull this down here a bit so you can see what goes on. If I change that to a capital H and now save it, the website changes automatically. So that solves a lot of problems for us, doesn't it? Because we can just carry on typing. So if I go back to this file here, and we go back and we have a look at the code. Yeah, that's not going to work too well, is it? So we just have to switch from one window to the other. So the title here, the title in the head tags. In the head tags, you have a certain grouping of tags. So you've got the title tag, and if I look here, the title tag is experiment page by Tony, and it says here experiment page by Tony. So you can see that tag displays information on that tab. Let's get rid of that one, on that tab there. This these meta tags, these give information about the web page. So you put a description in, you put your name in. It helps things. It helps a web browser find them. So they're quite important. It gives information about your site, but it's not going to be shown on your web page. Now, if we look at link, now this connects to the CSS files. At the moment, the CSS file is not in the folder that we have created. So that's why it's not showing any CSS there. But CSS stands for Cascade Styling Sheets, and you use it to dress up your website, but we'll get into that in a little later. Inside the body tag here, I've got these tags, but don't worry about those at the moment. Think about these tags here. Think about these tags. We're going to focus on these tags now. Now H1 stands for header, and it is the first order header, so it's going to be like the larger one. You can have like H2, so if I change that to H2, and then I have to change this tag to H2 and then save it, you can see now that it's changed in size. Okay, so if I do say H5 and then change this to H5 and then save that, it now looks even smaller. So we change that back to H1 and this back to H1 and save it, and it goes back to the same size here. Now I said that we use CSS to dress up the website, but you can see that subscribe is in red as opposed to everything else that is in black. So if we have a little look at that, inside of the header tag, of the H tag within the body tag, I have here font color equals red. Now we can change that to green and then save it, and we have a little look, and now it's changed to green. Or I could change it to blue. And then save it, and it changes to blue. Okay, so I'll change that back to red. And save it, but there's a little more that we can do to that. There are more colors. You want more colors than just these basic colors. You might not know what the names of the colors are. So if we go to W3 Schools, see W3 Schools, and we go for color picker, HTML color picker W3 Schools. Now you can see that there is all of these different options that we can look at. Now it's just got red here, but you can pick all sorts of options from here. It has a mixer. It has shades, there are color groups, color values, color names, so you can look through these blocks of colors by their different names. Okay, but if we go back to the color picker for a moment, you can see that there are these different codes for the colors. So let's pick say this one. Okay, and we decide that we're going to go for this shade of green here. You just highlight it and copy, and now pop it into here, and then do save and go back to our site, and it has changed color to that color.